Odeneho TV, so make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Odeneho TV. Or like you comment or your comment section. We also have the notification button for more news updates. Yeah, you know, your name is Zenator Rawlings. Yeah, can see a former president, the late Lieutenant Zenator Rawlings. Never buy on so or yeah, NDC me Mapayepa. When I'm waiting, I can be a chair, a bit of force winning and so catcher, and some more catcher a young can see a honorable, honorable, compare Agyapong. Open for presidential seats in Adma 2024. See a ballot paper no, or that's number 1 no, say when and so catch it. My person myself, Brandon or Dajin, or there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Odeneho TV, or like you comment it, your comment section. We also click on the notification button for more news updates. Yeah, channel. And good team, my sister,
Make I say. Menkai baby I wo Bible mu but yesu one nkrofo kasa wo a mountain no so I'm say 5,000 people now one omo bon komo na o share nkrofo I say say come the woman into your free ohun say akola bi enam ho no ne
bata
thank you
me no
and two won kwasa and anyway fed all of them.
Yeah.
Everybody went their different ways. The following day, a man Forte said he had gone to the other side of the lake. Inti omusudi kan ekoho. Ohu omo asema kind and it was very interesting. I say. Enye insema okan ye inti na omo aba. Na eduane na oche ye no. Enwenti na omo aba. So this is not a new phenomenon. It is human nature to want instant gratification.
That's true.
But if we want to elevate the nature of our politics, no, we must not keep people hungry and feed them at the last minute. That's wrong. I was saying making sure that people are provided for. Wow. That people are living in a dignified way. Na se ofa adwen or they are doing clear mind. And based on issues beyond say a comdeme so I will vote for you. Do you understand? Because you cannot do that, because I bet to say the way politics is going in Ghana no amount for Kenya last minute yenim says so woman enkofone sika na wodi eduane ba or something like that it will swing things in your favor. It's a two-way thing.
It is.
It is a two-way thing because on the one hand, no nipa na wo yes no, you are not helping. But one woman nim say ebia nipa kroya, oma fan say nipa nim say onye. Member obi edin by the way.
Sure.
Yam fan say yes asemesi nim say onye. But or the bibia bremi inti meto abama no. So now your decision on who you are choosing as a leader is not based on ne onim say obetimi aye adwuma na ma wo.
Nemom.
Now, so near last minute, no, or they pan no bread or no, and our father say, okay, my mentor about because or they pan no bread me at the last minute. Then what to about mini pa chrono na ejumanu unto me, yeah, was say, and I to about my now ejumanu unto me, but you knew. What to about mini pa chrono now when him say ejumanu unto me, yeah. Now, so I dare now the bow no or the bema one at the last minute, no, and the ma fanciful because a ma junior consent kakra. You know what I mean?
Right. But I said North ßreak before.
Yes.
What's
that for me was a sign of hope. That for me was a sign of hope because I just say people are more discerning. But I still stand by the fact say we should stop this trend of last minute no na de nyema komanko for say omonto abamaye. It's almost become a culture. Say yeah, we will end up in a situation where sometime to come no ebia woma bejina yenim say wombedi yenim as a amampeni ni a empenimfo nyinra no will not necessarily be one na wombetimi eye adwuma no. It might be those who just have the money and are able to give. HSA to become a competition between those who have money, who has more and who has.
But what crowd the medium for doing internal election show?
Yes.
Will be too franca.
Yes.
And the party no by extension will be president of the Republic of Ghana so we near. Why should it be so?
Well, you see, that's the system we have.
The candidate in the
The problem we have with that now is you see, sometimes we say so wouldn't it be a bon comment with regards to the political situation in Ghana? I'm not interested in party politics.
Yeah.
Fine. But guess what? It is party delegates who are choosing your candidates, the ones who ultimately you will go and vote for on the 7th of December. Were not selected by you. Inti say you don't want to get involved in that process where it begins now. What you will get is what you are presented with. Inti, we either have to look at how we, which means that will be a constitutional review. We either have to look at acquire your faso edifa ye candidates, no, or people who feel like they have more to offer should start to get involved in the party, internal party processes and elections.
Right.
Because you end up with so you are looking at rice now, okay, as the example. What you see on the 7th December is what you are starting with now. And you end up with options that are presented to you by a smaller group within the country. It really, for me, points to the fact that we need to have those who feel, say, dear Kosono, unless we actually have a change in the way in which selection of or election of candidates now represent a general elections, then one woman who said there's an issue that they are not happy with need to actually get more involved at the party level.
Okay.
Now woman share party elections now processes as adia grassroots and now obifofro na we have to have greater participation in order to be able to have a greater input in outcome na ultimately, which would be the election of a president or an MP at the very end, which would be on the 7th of December.
But another question on the back of the the way our coming in our NDC and MPP, we NDC member of parliament, ma Adechiawo Kole Klote. At the end, ma NDC different from MPP. And now when you more cast when you pay again.
Debbie, we have we're more of a social democratic stance, let's put it that way. And unfortunately, sometimes Woma Ekasano don't understand, say it's a different ideology. The fundamental of what it is that makes us who we are different. Mekai say President Kufuor in the election on say or your property owning party and so on and so forth. And fine, so we saw that trend very nicely. Yes. And it's more of a right, center right type of approach. But say your drew points be now in who difference now, then we need to do some introspection because you should be able to tell the difference. Baby, could be also who difference now or one party or another. You might see slight differences, but you should not be able to say a woman in your a
But a man for can let's just was some introspection. I mean, either of the parties.
Well, I will speak for my party because Menjnaha and ma MPP because Menya woman spokesperson. But speaking from my party, say Encrofo Air na woman who clearly, and I said movement nuclear, then we need to do a lot more. And I think that in the last few, I think since the most recent elections, a lot, you can see, say, the new general secretary has taken a very interesting position on how he speaks with regards to what it is that our party represents. And I think ultimately it goes beyond that. One who say, "What join a party? I also what say party we are may joining. This is what the party stands for." And I think that conversation is one that we have come back to because for a while, your party, now people couldn't see us clearly. And a lot of people did not understand that fundamental to holding yourself as a group must be holding yourself true to your principles and the ideology that you represent. Looking at that, now we have a lot more interest in like party school, a lot more orientation and so on because it's not automatic to understand the ideology. You're not born with it. A idea also what say party am joining. These are the things we stand for. And I think more and more when that and it's not automatic. Even if say yen crap or nim your ideology, how to communicate that across to the public, I think is something maybe we haven't done well enough. Say, when it comes to what we represent, we are, when you're talking about social intervention, NHIS or BIACA say MPP na Dubai. It's not true. It actually started under NDC. And even before that, under PNDC, the pilot projects were done during that era. Everything was well laid. And now one will be implementation of the bigger projects, post 2000 election. Into something like that, Debia and Crawford say MPP ne debaye and a social intervention program that actually made a huge impact. This was an NDC brainchild. But if you yourself are not going to speak out and say and defend what you have done, it gives the room for somebody else to be able to say they did it without specifying. Until we are not the same. We are definitely not the same. We are a social democratic party, and with all the ideologies that come with it, and we were born out of what started off as the PNDC, and we know how much the PNDC did.
MP before NTB umbeto amomo flag bearer ne ehunu di obedi omanim, but John Mahama moyine dada so no na onto Frank Amamo Abramo 2024 about him. At the end, say, what baby are you way you? I mean, look at the situation. If you say some more at this swap na shomo. At the end, say John Mahama bet me assessor TBA within the 4 years here obey.
Well, ni team na Ebekano Hono will be crucial to that because he's been in government before. He's been president before. Only experience. He knows where the problems are. He has people who he has appointed for various positions. Inti Obano, ni team now or the Bebekano Hono, understanding the reality of where we are. No matter who wins 2024, it's not going to be an easy fight. But the issue is, are you willing to make a difference while you are there so that it can be built upon? Because baby ayedruno, it's about continuity of governance in order to ensure that seed now will plant obibetime a water seed no ama eduano efu. That's where we are right now. We're really at ground zero now with what is happening in the economy. And so it's about how to get us out of this and how to keep us on a steady footing.
But in
where we are no, we will need 10 years at least to get out of this mess. Inti so what to say Ebia, and comparatively speaking, what Ghana no, share Togo to say, we are so far ahead and so on. Maybe so. But the port there is doing a lot better than Tema.
Wow.
A lot of people are now going through there because the ease of business and the turnover is better over there. Which is a bad thing considering the amount of money Ghana invested in the Tema port. Inti, if we are not looking at ways in which we can make business easier in Ghana to make sure we're making it more attractive for businesses, for international companies. The reality of it is when businesses come in and they say that they want to come in here and do something, are we making it easy for them? To the disadvantage of your help. But when investment is coming in, are we making sure we're not creating so many blocks in their way? What is the benefit in going through all of this to come and do business in Ghana? Airline B, airline B anka one person base because of certain types of behavior. Ekoso ha in Crawford business ye ma a certain a binum emma to say, one for way and buy ma kwan yes education. One with the business no Echo Togo. So Togo is the hub. Wow. Why should this be the case? We know say in the aviation industry Ghana ranks so high, which is why one of the reasons why they would have wanted to set up here. Afesa airline Togo any almost central area. A lot of business is going through the airport in Lome. We are not doing enough to restore the level of trust that people should have in doing business in Ghana, because a government cannot make Ghana work on its own. But what a government can do is create a conducive environment to make sure that the private sector can thrive. Because government of Ghana ain't me majuma for everyone. Security services ain't to me a recruitment for everyone or enlistment for everyone. If you're not creating a situation where the private sector is thriving, if you don't have enough of a link between your educational facilities and the marketplace, so that wama area school no, airco technical schools no, airco universities no, courses now wamo yeno ne eyi ensanu ejuma no wamo siano can link up with the industry. Woman in rabe school, woman in rabenya certificates, but woman ain't me nya ejuma na market no so because they don't have the skills.
every the passable in suku once a me entity I am my in your suku. I mean, we have an education minister. What do you know? So, at least what shall say, and a Juma GD or American son warba.